Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Mr. Rhino 3D. In today's video, we're going to design a decorative parametric wooden car using two completely different workflows. The first method is traditional 3D modeling in Rhino using sub-D tools. The second method is AI-powered modeling using Hi3D. Then we'll convert both models into CNC-ready slices, compare the results, and create a decorative product that you can build yourself, sell as a product, or even make as a unique gift for friends and family. Let's get started. For the first workflow, I'll use Rhino and its sub-D modeling tools. Sub-D is one of the most powerful ways to create smooth, organic forms while maintaining control over the shape. The first step is importing reference images. I bring in front, rear, side, and top views of the car and carefully align them inside Rhino. This setup allows me to study the vehicle from every angle and use the images as modeling guides. Once everything is properly positioned, I begin tracing the vehicle from the top view. After creating the main outline, I use the extrude command to generate a basic volume. At this stage, the model is still very simple and rough. Next, I use quad remesh to create a cleaner topology and convert the geometry into a sub-D object. This gives me significantly more control over the surface. To speed up the workflow, I activate Reflect Sub-D Object command. By placing the symmetry plane in the center of the car, any modification I make on one side is automatically mirrored on the other side. This saves a huge amount of time and ensures perfect symmetry. After that, I lock the reference images so they don't interfere with the modeling process. Now comes the creative part. By moving vertices, edges, and faces, I gradually sculpt the body of the vehicle. Working with sub-D feels very similar to shaping clay. You push, pull, refine, and adjust until the desired form begins to emerge. Of course, creating a detailed vehicle takes time and patience. The more detail you want, the more refinement is required. For the wheels, I start with simple circles and define the wheel arches using curves. I continue refining the body shape and adding more recognizable vehicle features. Next, I extrude the wheel openings and use the split command to remove unwanted geometry and create proper wheel cavities. The wheels themselves are also extruded and positioned correctly. Since I don't want this video to become too long, I'm focusing on the overall shape rather than modeling every small detail. Once the main form is complete, I run quad remesh again to create a cleaner and more unified mesh structure. This helps eliminate minor modeling issues and produces a smoother result. At this point, the car model is finished for this project. If you'd like to see a dedicated tutorial where I model a highly detailed car from start to finish, let me know in the comments. Now it's time to transform the model into a decorative wooden object. For this, I use the contour command. Contour allows us to generate evenly spaced sections through the model, making it ideal for CNC cutting, laser cutting, and layered fabrication. One of the advantages of this workflow is flexibility. You can generate slices in different directions depending on the visual effect you're trying to achieve. For example, longitudinal slices create a very different appearance compared to cross-sectional slices. After generating the contours, some cleanup is usually required. Commands such as join, trim, and curve editing become important because some contour lines may not be fully connected. To verify that the contours are closed, I often perform a quick extrude test. This immediately reveals whether there are any open curves that need correction. It also provides a preview of how the final wooden object will look once assembled. Depending on your personal preference, either approach can produce a beautiful decorative result. The complete manual workflow took approximately 40 minutes, even while keeping the details relatively simple. Now it's time to test Hi3D. I upload images of the vehicle from multiple angles and start the generation process. For this model, I first used quality mode. This mode focuses on generating higher levels of detail and cleaner surface quality, making it ideal when accuracy and fine features are important. Because of the additional processing, it takes longer to generate. For example, this car model took approximately 10 minutes to complete. After clicking Generate, Hi3D creates a fully detailed 3D model in just a few minutes. The generated model can be downloaded in several industry-standard formats, including OBJ, FBX, STL, 3MF, USDZ. This makes it easy to use the model in Rhino, Blender, game engines, rendering software, or even for 3D printing. Next, I tested the new Fast mode, which is designed for users who need results much more quickly. Depending on the complexity of the model, generation usually takes between 2 and 5 minutes. In this case, the same car model was generated in about 4 minutes. While Fast mode prioritizes speed, it still delivers impressive results and can be a great option for rapid concept development and early-stage design exploration. Now, let's compare the results from quality mode and Fast mode. The best choice really depends on your project requirements. If you need a basic model with fewer details, lower credit usage, and faster generation times, Fast mode is an excellent option. For applications such as CNC decorative art pieces, concept studies, or early design exploration, I think Fast mode performs very well because those workflows typically don't require extremely fine surface details or high levels of finishing. On the other hand, quality mode delivers a much higher level of detail and refinement. The surfaces are cleaner, the geometry is more accurate, and the overall result looks significantly more polished. This makes it a great choice for high-quality visualizations, detailed design work, and especially 3D printing, where fine details can make a noticeable difference. In fact, the output from quality mode is often impressive enough to be used as a display model or showcase piece on its own. Also, if you're interested in trying Hi3D, keep in mind that June 22nd marks the Hi3D anniversary celebration. Be sure to visit their website to check out the special promotions, discounts, and limited time offers available during the event. After downloading the model, I import it into Rhino. Using the same contour workflow, I generate both longitudinal and cross-sectional slices. The amount of detail produced by the AI is impressive. Even interior components, window structures, mirrors, and body details are modeled automatically. This level of detail would normally require a significant amount of manual work. However, there's also an important limitation. Because the AI model contains so much detail, preparing it for decorative CNC slicing requires additional cleanup. Many contour lines become fragmented and need correction. In fact, most of my time working with the AI-generated model was spent simplifying, cleaning, and unifying the contour geometry. I won't show the entire cleanup process because it took nearly an hour. After the corrections were completed, the final result looked excellent. Vehicle details such as doors, windows, mirrors, and body features remained highly visible and recognizable. I also prepared a cross-sectional version, which creates a completely different visual style. Depending on your intended use, you could place the object on a stand, mount it on a wall, or use it as a decorative desk piece. For those interested, this physical product is also available for purchase. Now let's compare both workflows. Rhino plus Sub-D advantages: full control over the model, easy editing during and after modeling, better access to individual parts, cleaner preparation for CNC slicing, ideal for custom modifications. Disadvantages: slower workflow, requires training and experience, steeper learning curve. Hi3D AI modeling advantages: extremely fast model generation, highly detailed output, realistic forms and proportions, no advanced modeling skills required, excellent for concept creation and idea exploration. Disadvantages: limited editability, generated as a single mesh, less control over internal structure, additional time required for contour cleanup. Conclusion: when it comes to pure speed, Hi3D clearly has the advantage. It can generate complex models in minutes and dramatically accelerate the design process. However, AI is not a complete replacement for traditional modeling. Tools like Rhino still offer unmatched control, flexibility, and precision. In my opinion, the best workflow is not Rhino versus AI, it's Rhino plus AI. Use AI to generate ideas quickly. Use Rhino to refine, customize, and prepare them for production. That's where the real power lies. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this comparison and would like to see more real-world tests between AI and professional modeling workflows, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.